One of the biggest wars in the entire world has now officially begun, because India and Pakistan have just seemed to have begun what is now going to be guaranteed leading to World War III. But just take a look at something that the Indian army has now begun transporting, because something terrible is now about to happen, where India is actually transporting what seems to be something that looks like a massive bomb, and we don't know what exactly this thing is, but they've been transporting something crazy huge to the borders in order to attack Pakistan at this point. Now we have another clip here. Just take a look at what we are currently facing, because as of now it seems like this could be the nuclear bomb. And both the nations, India as well as Pakistan, they possess nuclear power. I don't think there's been any country so far, even comparing Russia that is fighting Ukraine, and then we have Israel fighting Gaza, and then we have America fighting Iran. In all of these countries, it's always this one country that's powerful who have like nuclear power and whatnot, and the other country doesn't even have the nuclear. And when it comes to such countries, it might not escalate into World War III. But when it comes to India and Pakistan, what's terrifying here is that both the countries possess nuclear power, and the defense minister of Pakistan says that if Pakistan does not stand a chance against India, then Pakistan will take down everyone with them using the nuclear power that they currently possess.
The craziest statement earlier while he was on a TV show, like a news TV show called Sama TV, which is a local Pakistani news channel. The guy said if India attacks and Pakistan's existence is threatened, nobody will survive. We won't let any other country live on this planet either. Meaning, like, mutually assured destruction. Meaning they're like, yeah, we're ready to totally end the whole human race if India attacks us and our nation is, or existence is threatened.
That's fucked up.
What a wild thing to say. He's just like, yep, we'll go all the way. We'll just make the whole human race extinct. Like, if our sovereignty and our country is threatened, we will just eliminate the human race, is basically what this guy's saying. That is the craziest thing I've heard a defense secretary of any nation say ever.
This is the guy. He's the defense secretary of Pakistan, and he's the one that's making the claims that, and he's actually speaking in the language Hindi or Urdu.
मोदी ने
I
अप्लाई
think it's
करने की
Hindi.
कोशिश की, जो गजा में अप्लाई हो रही है या जो नेतन्याहू अप्लाई कर रहा है या जो नेतन्याहू के जो अलाइज हैं वो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, उनको उसको मदद कर रहे हैं, उसको मुसल्लह कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे आगे पाकिस्तान जो है वो उस तरह का जवाब देगा कि तारीख याद रखेगी.
So he's basically saying that India is getting a lot of support from many different countries like Israel, United States, and Russia, and major countries out there in order to fight against Pakistan. And since Pakistan is now in a weaker position, he is now claiming that he will not sit quiet while they take the defeat. Whereas further on, he goes on to say,
कौम ने आगे से जवाब दिया था, तारीख याद रखेगी.
सर इंडिया पाकिस्तान
हम अगर हमारी एग्जिस्टेंस खतरे में पड़ी, हमारे खिलाफ इस किस्म का कदम उठाया गया कि पाकिस्तान को जो है खुदा न खास्ता जो है हमारी जो एग्जिस्टेंस है वो खतरे में हुई, तो फिर जो है अगर हम नहीं तो कोई भी नहीं है फिर.
Wow. Yes. Oh, wow. So he basically saying if there comes a time where India starts destroying Pakistan, like how Israel started destroying Gaza, and then if they don't stand a chance against this war, and if their existence comes to a threatening point, he says that he will destroy everybody in the world, and there will be no nations alive. If they are going down, they're going to take everyone with them. And that's the kind of crazy ass person that we're dealing with right now, and that's what Pakistan is currently doing. It seems like the whole story goes back to how Pakistan attacked India using the terrorist, and then they killed probably around 30 innocent people in Kashmir, and this was a place which belongs to India. And what's crazy about this whole situation is that the reason reason why these terrorists attacked the Indians is all about the religious war stuff. Because the terrorists that entered inside of India and they killed every 30 innocent people, they were just spending their holidays in Kashmir, which is, by the way, one of the most beautiful places in the world. It just looks like heaven. It has everything in a single spot, like snowfall, and you have like green, lush mountains, valleys, rivers, and basically everything. So this is one of the places that Pakistan actually wants to conquer, but then it already belongs to India, and that's basically what the war has been going on for all these years. But what's happened right now is that there have been some sort of terrorist groups that have been operating within Pakistan. So they entered inside Indian border and they ended up killing people who are not Muslims. So they went down to each and every single one of these civilians who were just having a good time with their family, just spending their holidays, and they asked them if they are Hindu or Muslim or Christians. So if they were Christians or Hindus, they would literally just shoot them dead right in that spot. And if they said they were Muslims, they would actually remove the men's pants and they would check for the pee-pee to see if the pee-pee is actually cut in order to confirm if they are Muslims. Now, this is the kind of horror that actually took place in India a couple of weeks ago, due to which India has now decided to take down all the terrorist camps that reside inside of Pakistan. And it seems like for whatever reason, the government of Pakistan does not allow India to take any actions against the terrorists. It seems like they're just breeding terrorists inside their country. And now things have gone way beyond control. And India decided to retaliate for whatever Pakistan did. And they started striking all over Pakistan, and they destroyed all the terrorist camps using missile strikes. And this is basically what it looks like. Wow. So that's crazy. So India has basically been attacking Pakistan in order to take down the terrorist camps. And it seems like they basically destroyed 9 terrorist camps, which is located inside of Pakistan. And that's the report that's coming from India, as well as, Pakistan have been claiming that, they basically hit some of their civilians and children were also hurt from this attack, which came from India. And then Pakistan decides to send their own missiles into India. But then fortunately, India has some pretty strong Iron Dome, it seems like, where none of the missiles that was sent from Pakistan is actually able to hit into India, because they were all just intercepted in the sky. But then there's this unexpected hit which actually came from Pakistan, and it seems like they targeted schools in India, and they happen to have killed many children by targeting schools and hospitals. And unfortunately, it seems like the things are only now escalating, and it seems like both the countries are about to start what is known as the nuclear war, which is something that entire world is now terrified about, because both the nations do possess nuclear power. Now, although India is extremely stronger than Pakistan when it comes to military power, because India stands at the number 4th most powerful nation when it comes to military power, and Pakistan stands all the way in the 9th position. So Pakistan already knows that India is way more stronger in terms of economy as well as their military power. But what's messed up in this whole situation is that Pakistan actually possesses nuclear power, and so does India. So if both of these countries end up attacking each other using their nuclear powers, that is going to be affecting the entire world.
In
How is that going to be affecting the entire
a
world?
war game out of the University of Colorado predicted that in 2025, Pakistan and India would go into a full-out nuclear war. Now, Pakistan just threatened India today, saying, we could push that red button at any moment. Now, here's the problem that nobody's seeing. First of all, why is this not on every major news source in the world? I don't know. It's like they're not allowed to talk about it. But we should be talking about it, because this is going to affect everyone all over the world. When you blow up a nuke, it puts us into a goddamn ice age, a famine. This will kill anywhere from, at the minimum, 50 million people to 150 million people. World War II only killed 100 million, only.
Wow. 100 million, and just the nuclear attack is going to be killing 50 million people. So imagine if multiple countries start using nuclear against each other, because it's not just a fight that's going on between India and Pakistan, because China is also interfering in this stuff. And then we got Russia that's supporting India, we've got Israel, and we also got America. Like, three of the biggest nations supporting India, and then we got China that's supporting, Pakistan. So this could literally just cause one of the biggest wars of all time. This could definitely lead to World War III.
In the entire war, everything, including the Holocaust, 100 million people. This, in a matter of hours, will kill up to 150 million people just in that region.
Damn.
Think about the international ramifications. The fact that food, suddenly, there's famine now because all of a sudden crops are freezing over since you've literally destroyed the earth with nuclear bombs. Guys, they're not sharing this on the news because it's almost like it's part of a bigger agenda. It's almost like they want this to happen. They want the population. And here's the craziest part. It takes 3 minutes from a nuke to go.
Here's the craziest part, right? Like, even in the Bible, like all the scriptures, it says that God wants us to multiply, but then Satan doesn't want us to multiply because he just wants us to kill each other and de-escalate the population. He just wants the population to go down. And that's basically how Satan runs the world, and he has an agenda, which is to kill as many people as possible. And I think he's basically just trying his best in order to just avoid this stuff being spread all over the world. I think that's just very dirty.
From New Delhi, okay, or the capital of India, all the way to the capital of Pakistan, vice versa. That means if there's just a rumor, they will push the red button. Share this immediately.
I know, man, honestly, because take a look at this missile strike that just came from India to Pakistan, where people are just chilling in the beach and boom. Damn, that is freaking terrifying, bro. This is terrifying. And that's basically what's going on in the world. And I don't know why entire news channel, like entire world, should be focusing on this stuff at this point, because something terrifying is happening. And if this war is not stopped within a given amount of time, it's definitely going to be escalating into World War III. And Marcel has also made an amazing video where he actually explains on what is going to be happening.
Which, by the way, they are fucking close to doing. Pay attention. Here's what your life looks like outside of India and Pakistan. You're going to go to the grocery store. You're going to look at the shelves. On the price tag, it'll say eggs cost you $30 a piece.
Exactly.
There'll be no water on the
That's because, eggs and most of the vegetables and fruits, I think it's being imported from India as well as many different countries. So the West also imports and exports. Like, basically every country imports and exports, and they just start trading with each other. I think with this massive war that's happening, it's definitely going to be affecting the entire world. Everyone's prices is going to go all the way above the roof.
Shelves.
Imagine paying $30 for a single egg. That's just crazy, right?
There'll be no food because now we're in a fucking ice age and all of the crops froze over. And guess what? Your one steak is going to cost 20 times what it costs now. Here's the problem people are looking at. If at the minimum you go to the grocery store and you could find food, it's going to cost 5 to 20 times whatever it costs right now. So good luck being able to afford it. Second problem is, even if it does cost that, people are going to still buy it. Nothing will be on the shelves because you sat there thinking, this isn't a big deal. This is the most threatening situation in mankind history. And by the way, I'm not making this up. The University of Boulder, Colorado did a war game, a study where they predicted that, and this is in 2019, that in 2025, right now, India and Pakistan will go to a full-blown nuclear war.
Wait, did they actually predict it? Like,
here's what you're not
possible?
listening to. Everything they predicted from the beginning, which is that Pakistan would have a terrorist attack on India.
It's probably part of the agenda.
Has so far been 100% accurate. Even the threats from Pakistan that they're going to nuke India and the whole world jumping in saying, no, don't do that. Everything up until this. Now, here's the last part they predicted.
What is it?
Your shelves will have no food, people will starve to death, and they'll die in the hundreds of millions. So please, guys, take this.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Because right now, whatever we are seeing India just transporting, just look at the stuff. It literally looks super scary, to be honest. Like, they are transporting something that looks massive. This looks like a massive bomb. I would definitely think that this is a nuclear bomb, but that's just gonna hit Pakistan. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen. All hell is gonna be unleashed if this nuke just starts hitting Pakistan. Just look at that stuff, man. That's crazy. Scary as fuck. And just an hour ago, we actually got some reports stating that India has just started another attack on Pakistan's navy, where they just sunk multiple ships. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
Navy has attacked Karachi. Indian Navy opens another front, the first time since 1971. India is going for
Damn.
the jugular. Indian Navy has targeted Karachi. This has happened for
They destroyed Pakistan's naval ships.
in or around the harbor in 1971, but now once again Karachi has been targeted. I want to bring in Sandeep Unnithan. Few people know Indian Navy's might better than Sandeep Unnithan. Sandeep, Navy
20th century's largest ship-to-ship missile engagements. In less than 30 minutes, they'd sunk a destroyer, a minesweeper, and a merchant ship bringing ammunition for the Pakistan military. And of course, they targeted the fuel tanks at Karachi, setting Karachi ablaze. And that was followed by a second attack, Operation Python, a few days later, where they targeted multiple ships of the Pakistan Navy, forcing the Pakistan Navy, bottling the Pakistan Navy up in Karachi. So that is very clearly something that would bring uncomfortable memories of a naval defeat back to Pakistan.
So it seems like we don't really have like the actual footage of like the Navy fighting each other, but then this report just comes in an hour ago. So this basically means that the war is definitely not stopping, man. It's just escalating to a point where I think it's 100% at this point going to lead all the way to like nuclear warfare. And if China is going to get in between, this means that Russia is already warned that if China is going to interfere in this stuff, we will definitely come in and destroy China. And the same goes on with America. Americans say that, you know, Donald Trump said that he's basically going to support India. And in this process of, you know, eradicating all the terrorists, this means that, you know, all these countries are going to join together in forces and they're going to destroy both China as well as Pakistan. And China is very strong, trust me. They have some crazy technology and they're not an easy opponent. But then we got Russia as well. Both of these countries majorly powerful, and you know it's just going to lead to one of the most craziest nuclear wars that we have ever seen so far. And now Donald Trump has just said that he is going to be meeting the Indian Prime Minister Modi, and he's going to try to make peace offering between Pakistan and India. So far,
the war in India and Pakistan. What's your position?
Oh, it's so terrible. My position is I get along with both. I know both very well, and I want to see them work it out. I want to see them stop. And hopefully they can stop now. They've gone tit for tat.
You know what's interesting about this whole stuff, because Trump says he basically wants to stop the war from happening, and then he also says that he supports India in this war. If things escalate, if China interferes, US will be backing up India with this war and whatnot. And at the same time, America is also providing aid to Pakistan. They're also providing missiles to Pakistan, jets to Pakistan. We don't know why they're basically playing this double game, and it's very bizarre. You know, the saying always goes like you can never trust the Americans.
So hopefully they can stop now, but I know both. We get along with both countries very well, good relationships with both, and I want to see it stop. And if I can do anything to help, I will be there.
The war in India and Pakistan. What's your position?
I mean, if he could actually help, that would actually be great. I don't know, man. At this point, I just want the war to stop because everything that's going on is just way too crazy. Because if this thing just keeps escalating, I think the entire world is going to be seeing one of the greatest wars that we have ever seen in our entire lifetime. That's also what the Bible says, because during the end times, there will be, you know, rumors of wars and actual wars happening. And this is exactly what's happening right now. All the prophecies have come true so far. And this Amazing book, man. This amazing book. Some people just say that I just keep it upside down. It's not upside down. It's just the mirroring effect of the DSLR. So that's the reason you're seeing it in a different way. So yeah, this book, man, it actually has every single prophecy that has now officially come true. Like all the end time prophecies have now come true. And the only thing that was left is the rumors of war and actual massive war happening, because it says that one of the most deadliest wars will happen before the second coming of Christ, and that's exactly what's currently taking part. I never imagined that it was going to be India and Pakistan that's going to start this massive war, but it seems like that's the case, because now that Pakistan has already attacked India, which is in Pooch, look at that stuff. That is basically schools and hospitals that they've just blown up. That's crazy. They killed children. Like, they were just targeting civilians, actual civilian locations, whereas India targeted military locations, terrorist camps, and Pakistan decides to, you know, straight up just hit the civilians, get into the cities and destroy everything they can. And this right here is basically what they've caused. They destroyed schools. And this is just horrible, man. This is just horrible. Kids crying for the parents, and, you know, look at that, a small girl screaming in pain, searching for her aunt, hoping that she's alive. Damn, dude, that's heartbreaking, man. That's literally heartbreaking. And I don't know why these people just target civilian places. Like, they have nothing to do with this war. And they even targeted, I believe, a bus stop in India. Like, this is like a literal civilian place. Look at that stuff. Everything destroyed because the missiles are like striking in with the civilian bus stops, and they're basically destroying everything. And not just this, they also targeted, I believe, one of the major cities, like two major cities in India, Punjab and Rajasthan in India, two of the major cities. And currently India is actually preparing in order to, you know, fight the missile strikes. And they've just gone complete blackout at this point. And that is also something the Bible says, right? There will be massive blackout that will be coming to the entire world. And maybe this is it. This is basically what they meant, because literally it seems like massive blackouts are actually happening, because for the very first time, it seems like in India, they've never done this before. They have shut down the lights of Golden Temple, and this is basically how it looks like right now. Everything is going dark so that the bomber planes that's going to fly about, they don't get to see that there are cities down below. And just a few hours ago, it seems like one of the pilots from Pakistan Air Force was just caught inside the Indian territory after his China-made aircraft just crashed into Indian borders. And this dude bailed out of the jet, and he ended up landing in India, and they have captured this pilot.
Yesterday, that is the big breaking news that we are bringing. We've shot down two of their JF-17s, one F-16, and now we have a Pakistani pilot in our custody. What are the details that you can give us?
Wow, so they basically captured one of the Pakistan Air Force pilots who was supposedly bombing inside India. I don't know what the hell is going to happen to him, man. Like, honestly, I don't know if he's going to be alive after the locals just capture him. That's just crazy. It's going to be a terrifying day in future for this dude who just got captured. Now, I really want to see this war ending, man, because we've also got GTA 6 coming. That's the one game that the entire world has been waiting for. And now it seems like everything is absolutely getting destroyed. There is no peace. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't even think that we're going to last until May 26, 2026, because all of these stupid politicians and, you know, messed up governments that are like fighting each other, and innocent people are ending up dead in this process. And it's just crazy, whatever is happening right now. I really hope this war stops. I really, really, really hope that, you know, India and Pakistan, they, at the end of the day, they come to a conclusion where they don't fight each other. Something should actually happen at this point. If it doesn't, then it's going to be affecting the entire world. World War III is so close. We're just at the fingertips of the end times, and it's absolutely scary. Every single day I sleep, I wake up, and I hear some of the craziest things happening around the world. Every single end time prophecies that has now officially come true. I don't think there's ever been any generation. This is definitely it. This is a definite sign that Jesus is coming back. I really want every single one of you guys to go ahead, pick up your books right here, pick up your Bibles, start studying, give yourself to God, because the end times have arrived. And I don't know, man, honestly, I think we should better be prepared, because anything could be happening. Maybe any day, we never know, any day Jesus could be returning from the skies, breaking out in the white horse, and you know, the final revelation just starts up. So I really hope every single one of you guys watching this video is actually prepared, and if you're not, then you should definitely be prepared for the second coming that is very soon to be happening. I strongly believe that it is going to be happening in coming years, probably another year or two. I think that's all we have got. Looking at the things that's happening right now, everything is, the end times prophecies have almost 90% or 80% just come true. The river Euphrates is also drying up. So this is definitely a sign, man. We are heading towards the end times. Honestly, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Leave your feedbacks. Please just go ahead, take your valuable time. It hardly takes a few seconds to go ahead and drop a like and comment, because this video is going to get shared to as many people as possible. It's going to wake people up around the world in order to see what's really happening, because these are end time signs. And I think we should definitely be focusing on what's really happening around the world as of now. And we should get good with God. And I really hope every single one of you guys, even if you don't believe in God, I think now it's time that you at least start investigating whether or not if God is true. Because I know so many of you guys out there that are watching these videos, you don't really believe that God is true. You believe that all of these scriptures are just bullshit. That's not true. I really hope that once you've seen all the things that's happening right now, you go back, take a look at the scriptures and see what's in there, and just compare it with whatever's happening around the world, and then make your decision. And then make your own decision if you want to follow God or not. And I'm 100% sure that once you do read the scriptures, once you learn it, you will know what the hell is happening right now, and you will seek God. I really, really hope all of you guys do it. And yeah, with that being said, I'd love to hear whatever feedbacks you guys have to say in the comments down below. It's going to be a very, very interesting comment section to go ahead and read and reply. So yeah, if you guys want to stay updated with more stuff like these that happens every single day around the world, make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free of cost. I always keep my subscribers up to date with every single affair that's going on in the world. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.